Good morning. Welcome to another day of Bible prophecy. My name is Prophet C. Rizal. Once again, the title of this is concerning the words that Jesus spake, taken from the contents of Bible prophecy. Uh, I'm going to extend this after the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Many uh, might not understand the significance of Jesus. But when you search the scripture over and see all of these things come to pass, then you know that Jesus was indeed the Son of God, that Jesus didn't stay in the grave. Uh, what I got here, in a little notation that I had decided to draw up, what you might see as part of the logo in this recording. It's a Bible prophecy, spatial, billboard, America. Part number one. But this is going to come out of Spake Jesus, part 17. But this is a little attachment I decided I will go and do at this moment. Not diverse from what I have already said. Excuse me for the mispronunciation of the word. Now, let me go back to let me go back to the prophecy of Habakkuk before Jesus was born. And this would then go back to after Jesus was crucified. As I said in my sermon that I speak concerning this matter, I said I was a part of the sacrifice that God ordained himself to be one of the two witnesses spoken of in the book of Ezekiel. Not the book of Ezekiel, book of Revelation, and various other parts, and also showed up in the book of Ezekiel, chapter 2. But let's go to the prophecy of Habakkuk. But before I start this part, I want to tell you something here. I just want to speak these words. It just came to my heart. During my trying to get the message out to the peoples that God required of me, it doesn't matter how you take and you present these things, present evidence, there's always going to be some who is going to deny that you is God sent. After Jesus had gone to his Father in heaven and spoke back during the revelations, all the revelations and even the things that Paul spoke came from Jesus. After Jesus went back, he spoke to Paul. Paul acknowledged this when he spoke to the Gentile and the rest of the congregation. But what's so intriguing about it, the things that he spoke to Paul and the things that he spoke during the revelations after he had went to his Father in heaven. And when I read some of the contents of the things that Paul spoke of, you would see that Jesus had to go to the cross. And he had to return back to his Father in heaven. Why did I say this? When you look at the technology where man has gone, Jesus could not remain in the human flesh and defend the peoples. That is made of the flesh can destroy the flesh. It can rule the flesh. Well, one man go out and destroy two men, then 4 men could come and destroy that one man. Where 4 men go out and destroy 8, then 16 men could come and destroy those 4 men. What I'm trying to say is the flesh have no power over the life of the flesh, regardless. It have no life over the flesh. But that which is in the spirit have the power over the both life and that which is in the spirit. Only. Let me change that. I'm not going to change it, but I'm going to reiterate. There are two sides of the environmental of the world. There's a world in the spirit and a world in the flesh. There is the rules and regulations in the law of the flesh, which God ordained man to govern, but God is over all laws. Put it that way. Now, God is the God of all things because he is the author of all things. He created all things. Therefore, he is not only the God of the spirit, but he is the God of the flesh as well, because the flesh came from the spirit. So if God is the God of the spirit, and the spirit is the greatest of all living creatures, of living organism, then God is the God of all. But the angels have power over the man because they is a people in this creature in the spirit. Man cannot destroy an angel of God because he is in the spirit. But the spirit angel can destroy the man if God allow him to. This is why Jesus had to change from the flesh and blood to embed a body from which he came that had more strength over the flesh. Because he knew the sinister mindset of men. He knew the sinister nature of men. Let me see if I find this here right quick. Go back to this part here. I got to do this here. And it's a very short passage. I'm just it is the book of Habakkuk. The book of Habakkuk. Habakkuk was a vision that God had gave Habakkuk in these later days as we travel upon the earth today. And the world had got wicked. Let me read verse 2. And the Lord answered me, I'm starting at verse 2, said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. What God is telling us there, during the prophecy of Habakkuk, he saw a violent act in the Middle East, Afghanistan, Iran, Kuwait, all over there, where this nation had gone and was making peoples as special seeds. He was tearing down the governmental establishment in the land and causing those peoples over there to become peoples like special seeds, having no leader in their favor. So they went and ran from place to place, and this rich nation went over there, which is the United States of America. This is the period where he was talking of. But he spoke of a time when a prophet will come. And God told him, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And he told you that a prophet will come,